Well, it seems Europe's new football league, the one that isn't UEFA, is getting big money. JPMorgan have said they'd back them. Hi, it's Tuesday, April 20. This is the breakdown. As we've all heard by now, yesterday's markets were badly hurt by Tesla's burn. All markers were down. Although earnings so far have belied that, over 80% of companies reporting exceeded expectations so far. The 3-month bill auctioned off yesterday with a 5-tick yield increase. The 52-weeker is up at 4 GMT. The dollar has been in a bearish gait for the best part of this past month, and there seems to be no respite in view. The daily chart shows we still have some ways to go till rock bottom, and judging by the current breakout below the lower Bollinger Band, we're well on our way here. Bearish contagion yesterday swiftly swept eastward, knocking European equities down. The CAC 40 managed to get by with a 0.15% gain alongside Belgium's BEL and Spain's IBEX. The euro this morning is up on German PPIs that doubled in March year-on-year to 3.7%. The pound is up on a 0.1% drop in unemployment to 4.9% in February. Earnings without bonuses also exceeded expectations with a 4.4% rise. That's 2 ticks above January. And although we're not yet getting retail data, Reuters this morning reports that with lockdowns curbing, UK shoppers have hit the streets with a passion. Shopper numbers are up 87% this past week alone. Chancellor Sunak said yesterday he was forming a task force to deal with a central bank-issued digital currency. Chinese indices are up this morning, barring Australia, New Zealand, and the Nikkei, which lost a painful 2.13%. China's President Xi is calling for reforms in world governance, where the U.S. takes a lead in condemning everyone else. This after an extremely homey meeting between U.S. President Biden and Japanese PM Suga. With its benchmark rate now steady for the past 12 months, China's increased its soybean imports from the U.S. by 400%. Again, according to Reuters, this on account of Brazilian imports. Crude imports from Saudi Arabia are up 8.8% year-on-year in March. Interestingly, imports from Iran actually dropped to zero. Gold continues flat. Bitcoin hasn't quite jumped one way or the other, but oil is back on the rise this morning. We have low volumes on an oversold asset at the moment that's just completed a cup and saucer pattern, bouncing thrice off the 21-hour moving average. API reports tonight at 8:30 GMT on crude inventories. Tesla's shares ended up losing about 3.4%, but that was on the Nasdaq and S&P after Saturday's pilotless crash. 2 people were killed the same weekend that Bitcoin dropped 8%, hurting Musk's investments almost as much as that tree in Houston. In earnings, higher fuel costs hit United Airlines harder than expected. Its Q1 earnings show a $0.24 billion net loss as the commodity rose by 30%. The company seems optimistic for H2. IBM growth, on the other hand, was at a 2-year high as its cloud computing division showed a 21% increase in sales. And conversely, bolts and mainframes also increased on demand from the financial services sector. Revenues topped $17.7 billion, and Coca-Cola also beat expectations nicely, with revenues at $9 billion. That's $350 million more than expected. EPS was down on a 14% surge in operating expenses. Johnson & Johnson today report amidst the resurgence in their California court case on promoting opioids. Also reporting today, Netflix, still on its COVID-related binge. Philip Morris, Rio Tinto, Lockheed, Interactive Brokers, and Danone. Well, that's it for today. Remember to keep a healthy distance between your stop loss and take profits, and may the good Lord Mammon be with you.